Zara Larsson has the vocals, has the dancing skills, makes fun pop music, is truly ambitious, incredible live, works hard, and people are still sleeping on her. Hi, I'm Jenni, and in this video I will go through Zara's career so far. Why is it that she is not more popular nowadays? And how she was as a live performer as I saw her live in my home city. So who is Zara Larsson? Zara Larsson is a pop singer from Sweden. She is known for her dance pop hits and great vocals. The girl can really sing. Yes, Zara competed in the Swedish Got Talent and won when she was about 10 years old, but obviously didn't just start her career then. Zara released her Scandinavian debut album in 2014, The One, which was successful, I think. I wasn't there geographically, so I don't know for sure, but I think it was a successful introduction to her music. I actually first heard this album when I bought it secondhand last year only, and then Zara made it available internationally on streaming this year. It's a cute teen pop album with some bops. Zara's first surge of success came around 2015 when she started releasing music internationally. She released an EP and the singles Lush Life and Never Forget You, but it was really in 2016 and 2017 where her popularity with these songs and other singles really skyrocketed. Constantly on the radio, so many streams, many certifications. Her clear, big vocals combined with the popular EDM sound was a match made in heaven. In 2017, Zara released her international debut album, So Good. It features all of her hit songs and pop songs about love and self-confidence, very fitting for a 19-year-old at the time of release. It debuted at 26 on Billboard 200. I like this album, but it does feel a bit of a mismatch of these big singles and then some album tracks. In 2018, Zara dropped the single Ruin My Life, which did decently, kept the momentum of 2017 going. It ended up being on her second album, Poster Girl. More about that later. Then in 2019, Zara released singles here and there, such as Wow, Don't Worry About Me. Then Zara dropped the single All the Time, and it's a catchy, fun pop song with a retro feeling to it. It has a respectable 100 million streams, and it is a fan favorite, but in Zara's words, it flopped. It's still a loved song in the fandom, but commercially it just didn't reach the audience of 2017. What changed? Did her label completely stop promoting her and trusted that her hit singles of the past were enough promo? In 2020, Zara released the second single of her upcoming album, Love Me Land. It's such a good pop song and I just cannot believe that people are still sleeping on it. It's a dance pop record with big vocals and a different type of production compared to her previous releases, more synth pop in my opinion. Granted, it was released in the middle of the pandemic, so there were many chances to promote it in real life. And then in March 2021, Zara released her second international album, Poster Girl, which is thematically very strictly reminiscent of 2000s catchy pop, Europop, and paying homage to that, Zara revealed that ABBA was a big inspiration for the album. This album is very cohesive in sound and has amazing tracks such as Need Someone, Look What You've Done, Wow, as previously mentioned. It still found audiences in Europe, but it was nowhere near as successful as So Good. It was confusing since her vocals had gotten better, the music in my opinion had improved, and yet it was not a big success commercially. Due to the pandemic, due to the label changing promotion tactics, I suppose, hard to say. But the album is very loved by fans. In 2022, Zara released a single with the producer Alesso called Words, and it was hugely popular in Europe. It felt like a relief after Poster Girl was not as successful as the fans had expected it to be. Words felt like a Zara Larsson revival in Europe in a way. She has always had success here, but I guess she is most recognizable in EDM collaborations. And then, January 2023, Zara released Can't Tame Her. It's a synth pop song with a retro feeling about a woman feeling free and, doing what she wants. It had success in various European countries and was number one on Billboard's US dance/mix show airplay chart. So it brought back some of the audiences of 2017 or new people who found her. Can't Tame Her was the lead single of her upcoming album Venus, over a year before the album was released. A really long time between the lead single and the album, my god. Then she released 3 more singles before releasing the album. End of Time, which is my favorite single of the album. Then also On My Love, which was a David Guetta feature, which was huge in Europe. It's certified gold in the UK. And then in January 2024, she released You Love Who You Love. Venus, a pop album, was then released in February 2024, and it received good reviews on the most part, and in my opinion it is her best album to date, as her lyrical content has matured and production overall has improved. It's still very pop, Europop, synth pop, but just more mature in my opinion. I view Venus as the album with the singles that brought her back to her European audiences. Well, why isn't Zara more popular then? Of course, some may think that the pop music she makes is not what they want to listen to. It's very, very pop, Europop at times. And that's not as popular as maybe American pop is. EDM was so popular in 2017, and while it has listeners to this day, it is nowhere near as popular as it was back then. And of course, this must have affected Zara's career too. While she has maintained popularity in Europe, it has definitely fluctuated. No one can deny her vocal talent. Her vocal range is amazing, but the general public is not tuning into her music like they used to. Obviously, her sophomore international album was released during the height of COVID, so of course that impacted her career as well, as she couldn't promote it in a traditional way. Some say that Zara is not as popular anymore because of Zara making her political stances on different topics very clear, and people don't feel connected to that. Zara has always been a loud feminist, has supported the Vänsterpartiet, the leftist party in Sweden's elections, and has shown support towards Palestine, for example. Because she has been very loud and adamant about her feminist views, especially on Twitter, some people think it's annoying, that it's too much. Sometimes Zara tweets or posts TikToks about silly thoughts she has, and then they go viral, well beyond what she has meant. For example, when there was this whole discussion regarding if you should talk at the movies or not. And her whole point was that, it's okay and people should talk quietly with their friend. Obviously, she didn't mean that she wants to bother other people. Oh my god, it was such a stupid controversy. But anyways, this has affected her career as people view her as, in quotes, annoying. But I think it's funny. People constantly want pop stars to show more personality, be more open about their politics. But when Zara has done that, it has backfired. Personally, I find her authenticity appealing, but I guess that's not truly what listeners want from pop singers. As for her label, I don't know what they're doing really. She is still performing at American morning shows, doing UK radio interviews, performing festivals everywhere. Something's just not clicking. However, I do hope that since she will be touring the US first with Kygo and then with her own tour, I hope that this means that she will find new listeners again. Zara has shared that she wants to be bigger, that she wants to be a huge pop star, and this ambition and drive is admirable. She has cultivated a small but a dedicated fandom, which is always important for artists. Now it's important to grow that fandom and find the general public again. So, how is Zara Larsson as a live performer? So, Zara came to my home city, Oulu, on July 26, 2024. Her set list included many songs from Venus, much more than I expected, and of course her big singles. I absolutely loved it. She gave an incredible show. Vocals were on point and the choreography was sick. As a fan, I was really happy with the show and the set list. My favorite performances were Escape, Ammunition, End of Time, Can't Tame Her, but the whole show was so good. I do also want to say Wow is one of my favorite Zara songs, and I was so happy that she performed it. So festival crowds are not guaranteed to know an artist's songs outside of their radio hits. And that's understandable. It was definitely clear in the crowd. When she started her show with an album track, it was pretty quiet. I was carrying the singing of the crowd in the section where I was standing with my friend. The reaction between hit singles and album tracks was very different. In the section that I was standing in at the beginning of the show, I was the only one singing along to album tracks and lesser known singles like Escape, Venus, Memory Lane. But then her big singles went off. Never Forget You, Symphony, Lush Life, These Ones For You were hugely popular among the crowd. Everybody was singing along and having fun. Zara also did an ABBA cover during the performance of Ammunition, which was so much fun. And also her recent singles, Can't Save Her and On My Love, were very loved by the audience too, which shows that her recent singles are bringing her back to her European audiences. Now they just need to stream the damn album. Surprisingly to me, the crowd also knew her single Uncover. All in all, while I wish the crowd had known Zara's catalog better, I am sure casual listeners enjoyed the show. I definitely did. There was a lot of people watching, a lot more than I expected. My city is very heavy metal focused. A lot of people love heavy metal here, so I was positively surprised by how big the audience was there. In conclusion, Zara is someone who captured the hearts of listeners in 2016 and 2017, but then her popularity faded a little. Audiences in Europe are really enjoying her recent singles, but there still needs to be more work done to reach that mainstream stable success again. Zara has the talent and the ambition, so now it just depends on the promo and upcoming releases if she will reach it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye!